The following has been sponsored by Carriage House Bridal, located on 8 Main Street, Messina, New York, 13662. Call 315-705-6572 for all your wedding needs.
Sago, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Akwesasne Review, the first TV show dedicated to bringing you news and highlights from in and around Akwesasne.
And we are your panel of hosts. I'm Ryan King.
I'm Fallon Davis.
And I'm Benjamin Hearn. All right, we're going to get right into the topic of the day here. Watertown Daily Times has just recently produced an article in reference to Messina making claims of not receiving enough money from the casino. I wanted to do a little back history by saying that, each county on the outside of Akwesasne is receiving monies. And that's because there's a compact in place. A compact that stipulates that there's revenue generation sharing amongst local municipalities because of the fact that, we're sharing 25% to the state, but also the fact that we have an exclusivity clause that says they can't build casinos on the outside. But again, how much are we giving to Messina, and do they actually have a cause for complaint?
I don't think so.
No.
I think anything is a gift,
Right.
really. I wouldn't be crying about it.
Well, I think the bottom line is, we can't put the cart before the horse. We know the casino wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the support of our local communities. But again, it does burn our britches a little bit in terms of them making, unsubstantiated claims to the casino that, because of you, we're not making as much money.
Mm-hmm.
So, when is that, to your point?
It's just like, I'm just like a loss for words when it comes to Messina, because it just irks my soul that these people are forever, crying about, we don't get enough money from the casino. We don't get enough money from
Well, let's
this
look at the
or
facts. Let's look
whatever.
at the facts. Okay, so we just took a major hit in terms of the Canadian dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Not only is the casino, but all local businesses are suffering right now because I
Exactly.
don't know what the rate is right now. What is
Yeah.
the rate? It's got to be close
Last
to.
I checked, it was like
Horrible.
almost either over 50 or at 50. It was the
So
last
I can
time
tell you on the
checked.
casino's behalf, we do a major portion of our revenue from Canada, from Montreal, from Cornwall, from Ottawa. So with the Canadian dollar being so bad, I guess it's obvious that our numbers are going to start dipping.
Right.
Okay, and the amount of people from Canada are going to start dipping, how much money they can spend because they're losing so much when they come over. So when you look at how much is what the percentage is from the casino going to these counties on the outside, obviously it's a cause and effect situation.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to receive less because we're making less. It's
Yeah.
not that we're making more and just deciding.
Yeah.
That's not even with the tribe.
Mm-hmm.
This is with the state. The state reports to the counties how much they're going to be getting, for each quarter.
Right.
So it's a hot topic, and I
Yeah.
can see it's bugging you already. But but you know what? To be honest, you're probably that majority out in the community that says, I don't know what to say. I'm so upset.
Oh, I know what
Well,
to say. We're just on
Yeah.
camera.
Well,
I'm gonna get bleeped out a
I
lot
think,
if I do.
when it comes to that, outside communities kind of, whatever, don't like it is what it is. But I think our own community is still upset that they're not just quite sure how they profit from the casino. Everybody wants to have.
But is that a fair
want-
statement? Because
It-
there
They
is,
want
if
those
you go to
per
the
capita
tribe, if you go to these
payments.
meetings, they do publish that gaming profits, and I guess it comes out each 2 years, but it's still available at the tribe. So is it up to the community to go to these meetings and say, hey, I want to know more information and see what they can provide you? So I
Yeah.
understand there's frustration, but there's also tools for them to go and find out information as well.
Well, I wouldn't really necessarily want to have a check from the casino anyhow, because I think that it would kind of make me lazy. I like to get up and go work. I like to have to find my passion about something that I want to do. I think if I had a check that I could live off for the rest of my life or whatever, then I would just be lazy. I wouldn't be learning anything or whatever.
Well, the money that go back into the tribe, I guess we could debate about it all day,
Yeah.
but you take out that carved out section of money that goes to the municipalities on the outside of the res. If you were to flood that back into the community of Akwesasne, what could they do with it?
Oh, yeah.
So that is a big portion of the frustration is what are these municipalities doing with it? Are they still flooding money back into the casino? Are they participating? Or have they kind of just said, we'll wait for our money and that's it? So that, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. When you have that hold-out mentality, that's where it gets frustrating.
And like you spoke to that point earlier, it's putting the cart before the horse. You're putting your budget out and you're counting on this money before it even gets to your bank account. And then you're calling, or whoever, I don't know who called Watertown Daily Times, but whoever it is calling, you know, some major news reporter or some major news outlet and saying, hey, the casino isn't giving us our money again. And who gets the bad shine on that?
I do want to just read a
Akwesasne
portion
gets it.
from the Watertown Daily Times that actually, and I quote, St. Lawrence County has cited their poor economy due to Akwesasne not paying their annual allotment in full or at all. And again, there's that education process that says, you know, you are receiving monies from the casino, but it's dependent on how much revenue comes into the casino month to month. So it's not a guarantee you're going to get the same amount. So for your point, should they be budgeting it into their yearly
No, they
statements?
shouldn't.
They shouldn't,
Yeah, no.
because it should be additional bonus that says they can increase your infrastructure. But to say I depend on that when you don't know the
If it's gonna
economy,
be
the
there.
Canadian dollar, all these factors are going into it, it's kind of ludicrous.
It's the same thing with anybody who has an 8 to 5 or 8 to 4, 9 to 5 job. That if you're in a profit business and they put in your contract, if revenue is good, then yes, you will get this Christmas bonus, or yes, you will get this annual allotment bonus. If and if.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, if the casino was doing as well as everyone hoped it would be doing right now, would this article have come out? No,
No.
it wouldn't have,
No.
because they would have been like, you know, we're not going to bite the hand that feeds us. We're going to continue to support the casino. It's only when the casino's not doing well. But what are they as a community doing to keep supporting us?
Yeah.
That's the question at hand.
Exactly, because how much of our money leaves and goes over to Messina, or goes over to Fort, or goes over to Malone, and how much of their dollars come back into our community?
Yeah,
But
bring
we
it
can-
back.
But we can never really...
Scratch our back, we'll scratch
Yeah,
yours.
yeah, totally. I agree with you. But again, you can't take away the fact that we have an exclusivity clause with the
Yeah.
state, and that this money is actually part of the deal. It's part of the deal. But again, I just do believe that the casino is a major factor in the economy of in the community of Akwesasne. But boy, you're right. Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Hopefully they're reciprocating in terms of coming to the casino, spending some money, having some fun, but that way they can see the fruits of everyone's labor.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna be moving on to our topic, the Akwesasne Housing Authority's Go Solar Grant. So what this is a $600,000 grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to finance their solar project. So we're getting a solar farm here in the community of Akwesasne.
Yes, and that's one of the things that we're always talking about. It's always on the forefront of everybody's news right now is
Yeah.
alternative forms of energy. And, you know, the housing department went out and did it. They went and got this grant. They got, you know, a pretty good chunk of change, and you know, it's actually, we're moving forward. We're moving forward in that alternative form of energy.
You know, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here, and I'm going to say, okay, the St. Regis Mohawk tribe has received a $600,000 grant, but we know that there's a big portion of Akwesasne that is not on the American portion. So that $600,000, how's it going to be divvied? How's it going to be doled out to everybody? Because it encompasses the community of Akwesasne, not just St. Regis Mohawk tribe.
That's where we get into that whole division thing again. You know,
So we gotta
America
work
versus
together.
Canada. Yes, work together, folks. You know,
Can we just all get along? Yeah.
you would
Yeah.
think so, or you would hope so, but I mean,
Don't get me wrong.
there's
This
counterparts.
is great ideal for the community of Akwesasne. I know they were coming to my house. They had a petition. There was different forms that
I
they had
signed
to fill
it.
out,
Yeah.
and it's about trying to get sustainable energy for our community, but also resources that are out there on a federal level that could be utilized for our benefit.
You
so
know,
they're doing a good job.
It is
Yeah.
a good job, and I hope that they're going to make it even a better job by supplying our own people, training our people, so that we can maintain this project and keep it moving forward and expand or whatnot. You know, I'm all about being independent here in the community.
And I think, like, to speak to the whole American versus Canadian thing, or if is it going to benefit the community as a whole, that's where they can step up and say, hey, we did this. How about you do it for the Canadian
Yeah.
side? How about you step up and, you know, get these grants and get this thing going so that
Scratch each other's
yeah,
backs.
scratch each other's backs. You know, or help each other out to do this. Hey, we
No.
reached out to so and so. We got this. Here's your information. Here's your demographics, or whatever you need.
And I might
to
sound
get
like a
that
little bit of a
going.
broken record here when I say this, but again, this information's out there. There's a press release that's done
Yeah.
on it. But now there's going to be these questions that we're having in the community. So where do they go to get the answers? So I can only say that we can
Yeah.
hope that it's covered
Yeah.
in our tribal meetings every Saturday, first Saturday of every month. So if there are questions, you know, this is good topics, but at the same time, we have to do our part and say, Fallon, Ryan, Benny, get out there and find out what's going on. You know, there's
Yep.
responsibility on us as well. And again, this topic, is always good for the community. And if anybody has more questions, we can always reach out to Executive Director Retha Hearn at the HUD building, and I'm sure she'd be more than willing to share information about what's going to happen now that the grant has been given to Akwesasne.
Yep, know that the information is out there and people are actually, participating in this venture because, like you said, you signed the petition, I signed the petition. If it was available on the Canadian side, I'm sure Fallon would have signed the petition.
Well, that's a good point. Did you receive any input, or did they come to your house?
No, I never received nothing.
Okay, so they always leave me out.
I get nothing but ice on the river.
Right, but again, $600,000 is a significant amount of money, and that we're hopeful that this is going to make a impact and strives towards making us a more self-sufficient economy within Akwesasne.
Yeah. Solarize.
Yes.
Let's go green. And again, so this is a hot topic within Akwesasne. We have $600,000 to see how it's going to be doled out. But if anyone wants any further information, Retha Hearn, the executive director of the Akwesasne Housing Authority, I'm sure she'd be more than willing to share.
Yeah.
Yep. So with that, we're going to cut the commercial break. We'll be right back with more review.
Joseph's Fine Jewelry on the Akwesasne Mohawk territory. Joseph's Fine Jewelry hosts Pandora, Chrysalis, Obaku, and Uno to 50 lines, which are exclusive to Joseph's Fine Jewelry. We are the only local dealer Pandora from Watertown to Plattsburgh. All sales with Joseph's Fine Jewelry are tax-free, so come see us at Joseph's Fine Jewelry, where we can design the ring of your dreams.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're going to jump back into more review. And we're going to kick off with the Winter Carnival and the lip sync battle.
Ooh, now I didn't get a chance to actually see this lip sync battle because I was out of town. But social media, boy, they do a good job. I mean, literally after somebody performed, everyone was on there.
There was a video.
So I saw
Akwesasne TV did a good job too.
Uni.
Our production was amazing.
I saw Anthony Tillman. I saw
I think everybody
Chief
saw
Ron
Anthony
LaFrance.
Tillman.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
body like
saw-
Beyonce, face like Andre.
The
Queen was up there dancing. It was a lot of fun.
Oh my goodness, yeah, they had a great time. I even saw Kevin, Akwesasne TV's own Kevin. He was doing his version. Abby Mitchell, but kudos.
It was packed
Kudos
in
to
there.
the Winter
fun.
Carnival people.
It was jam-packed.
Yeah.
The parking lot was jam-packed. You couldn't find parking space.
A lot of positive energy.
It was fun. It was just one of those events that if you missed it, you're like, oh man, I hope someone recorded it.
Definitely.
I hope, so-and-so, because you knew somebody who was in it. You wanted to see what they did. And once you heard that, so-and-so did this song and that song, you're like, oh my God, I have to see it. It was just one of those events that if you missed it, you were just like, oh,
Well, you know what?
how come I missed it?
My sister Bernie, she doesn't get out too much during the winter time, but boy, she had a blast looking through all the videos. She was asking me if she wasn't a friend with somebody, I would share it on my page so she could see what was going on. And she was laughing because she goes, that's such good energy for the community.
Yeah.
So look at everyone having a good time.
Yeah.
So, it did its job. And I don't know who the organizers were.
St.
I know Laura.
Regis Dance.
Oh, really?
Yeah, St.
Is
Regis
that
Dance
Laura
Company.
Thompson's
Yep.
group?
Yeah.
Miss Laura
She
Thompson.
did an amazing job.
Yeah, she
Snaps
did.
to her because that's a hard thing, running events, and I can't reiterate that enough. But running events isn't easy.
Nope.
It isn't easy at all. You need a lot of coordination and a lot of participation. So the fact everyone kind of stepped up and helped out, that's awesome.
Yeah.
It's great.
But what do you think next time? Maybe Akwesasne TV do a trio?
Oh my God.
I don't know. Could be some bending and snapping going on. We don't know. We could try it.
Better wear my good jeans.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the chipettes. Just to let you know. Before we move on, I gotta give a shout out to the chipettes.
Right.
They were cute.
Well, we did have Kevin Lazor, like you said, who was on hand to record the whole thing, and we'll actually throw to his story right now.
Oh, great.
SAG and Kevin Lazor for Akwesasne TV is the 25th anniversary edition of the Akwesasne Winter Carnival with exciting activities happening, including a boot hockey tournament at Generations Park, a fashion show at Akwesasne School, and it's the Battle of the Brawn, the Tribe versus MCA, who will come out on top. So much fun happening at the Akwesasne Winter Carnival. It's the 25th anniversary edition, and the event started with the lip sync battle at the St. Regis Recreation Center.
Watch me, nay, nay.
performances were amazing. Even I got down, literally. I spoke to Lyle Thompson afterwards.
It's going 10 days long, Winter Carnival, because it is the 25th anniversary. So we wanted to go really big, not just have a 3 or 4 day Winter Carnival. Let's celebrate with the whole community. So a lot of the events ain't just happening here. They are throughout Akwesasne, Cornwall Island, Snai, Hogan, and here at the St. Regis Rec.
Opening ceremony started with the Tribal and Akwesasne Mohawk Police running the torch to the kickoff event, and also the crowning of the King and Queen, Mike Papineau and Louise White.
So giving Mike and Louise the official role of King and Queen seems to be an awesome choice.
Oh, there's your fur hat, woman.
The opening ceremonies continued at Akwesasne with the recognition of the clans, and a social followed as well. A chili cook-off was also held at Akwesasne that same day, and it was oh so good. The battle continues as it does every year for MCA and the tribe.
And now today we got the annual. This has become like a sort of a tradition between Mohawk Council of Akwesasne and the St. Regis Mohawk tribe. The employees get together for a friendly game of broom ball. And the way I understand it right now, MCA's name's on the trophy a little bit more than the tribe. I had the whistle, I was trying not to cheat at all, but I had the root every now and then and cheer the tribal employees on.
The kids of Akwesasne had a lot of fun too, whether it be getting their face painted by Belly Buttons the Clown, making a craft for a loved one, or showing what they've got in the karaoke competition. It was a fun week for myself, getting involved in most of the events, like the jigging contest.
Big boy, first place!
First place! Yeah! To celebrate neurodiversity, a fashion show was held at a Jesnina school. I had a chance to talk with one of the designers, Sandy Jackson.
And so what made you want to be part of the Akwesasne Winter Carnival and do your fashion show here?
Well, Pascal Delorme asked me to be a part of it, and I really liked the fact that it was part of the neurodiversity awareness program. So I decided, yeah, I'd like to be a part of that.
It was a successful week, and as they say, all good things come to an end, and so has the 25th annual Akwesasne Winter Carnival. Kevin Lazor, Akwesasne TV.
All right. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We're back, folks. See, I had to get my little 5 seconds of claim in there because I didn't participate, but man.
Yeah, felt good,
You
right?
should have been in the karaoke challenge, though.
Oh.
But I'll tell you what, if I did have a song that I would have to do, I picked it out.
What?
Now That We Found Love by Heavy D.
Now that we found love, what are we
Because
gonna
I
do?
do want to. I get the big slicker, the yellow slicker with the glasses. I'm like, yep. I got my
Okay.
song.
So let's move on to our next topic. Our next topic to discuss is the Lyle Thompson Nike Lacrosse Commercial. Know Your Stick.
Debuted in his own commercial.
Oh
He
my
was
God.
featured before. He was in, I believe it was Shorter Guy. He was featured for about a good solid 10
That was
seconds.
cool because he
That
got
was
in
a
with
good
Mia
one.
Hamm. He got
Yeah.
in with all these other athletes, pro athletes, and that was kind of cool.
These are just blowing me away. Like, it's just blowing my mind.
Well, it's because, in my opinion, it's because they're so humble, and it's the guys that you can just see up the road. And then when there's a volleyball tournament, they participate, and when there's other functions, they're there. They're in many people's eyes, they're bigger than life because lacrosse is God to them.
I
but
love
to
it.
us,
I love it.
they're so humble.
I
And-
love
and
that
they're
they talk.
community
I
members.
love that they talk out of their heart when they're talking about lacrosse. You can tell they're really passionate about it, and when they're doing the commercials,
Right.
they're actually talking to the kids or to the youth and to the next generations, and it just gives me shivers.
Their skills with the stick is just amazing. He was just letting the ball roll down the shaft and just doing all these tricks.
Pop it up and hit the ball.
My
and-
hardest part was scooping the ball, bending over,
Yeah.
scooping it up. But I mean, they just bring it to another level.
Yeah.
And these younger generation look at them like heroes.
Yeah.
That's cool. And because they're very open to these children.
Yeah,
That's
they
cool.
participate in everything.
Yep, and I've seen them, and like you said, they come out back into the community, and you see them out. They like they're just one of us. Like, oh hey,
Yeah.
what's up? How you
You
doing?
know,
And they
Akwesasne
stop
should
and
do
talk to
like
the
a
kids.
TV show for it. But wait.
Wait a minute.
But wait.
Wait.
Hold
Wait.
on.
No. Wait.
Hold up, wait a minute. Let's put
Okay,
some
so
lacrosse
yeah,
in it.
you know, these young men, they came to play lacrosse by their parents, their mothers, their fathers.
Yep.
And it just so happens that we're going to be able to capture a story probably similar to the parents striving to help their children foster the medicine of lacrosse.
It's all about support systems, you know. Again, these brothers had this amazing support that they could actually go out and perform the sport that, you know, they love and that was made for them because of their parents. So what do we
Yeah.
have coming up?
What do we have?
You
for-
would tell us?
You tell
Go ahead,
All
Ryan.
right. So one of the big stories that Akwesasne TV is working on, I wouldn't even call it a story. We're going to be actually working on a documentary series.
That's
And it's
awesome.
going to be called Lacrosse Moms. We've begun the screen test process. We have a couple women who actually volunteered to come in and be in the hot seat and sit and, you know, be
They're
asked some
mothers.
questions. And they are, you know, the mothers of all mothers, lacrosse moms. They, you know, have to plan all this stuff. Just actually having them go through their daily schedule of what they have to do as far as
Their
going
schedules
to
are
work.
crazy.
Some of
Yeah.
them go to work. Some of them work 2 jobs because lacrosse isn't a cheap
Yeah.
sport.
Right.
You know, there's
And then you factor in
registration
multiple
fees,
kids.
There's
And
registration
fundraising.
fees, there's equipment, there's fundraisers, and if they have 3 or 4 kids who are into the sport,
And
that
now
all-
their
that all adds up.
showcases, and the showcases aren't necessarily local. They're going down to Pennsylvania, New
Yep.
Jersey,
Yeah.
New York, wherever it may be.
Yep.
So that was the,
Yeah,
it
well,
gets expensive
and
at
some of the
times.
moms are actually managing their child's teams that they're on. So, I mean,
These are
it's
super
not just
moms.
like
These are
moms are
super,
just
super
sitting
moms.
there. They are, yeah.
My mother would be like, find your own ride.
So imagine the Thompson moms who's got, you know, 4 of her boys who are playing lacrosse, and they're all professional athletes now. They're all under contract with Nike. You know, amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
believe in
You
that
know,
dream.
It's a
skills.
feel-good story. And to watch the video, I mean, you can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Akwesasne TV's page. I mean, it's inspiring. That's that's all I put when I shared it was inspiring on so many levels. Because to know what we've come from, to see them on a national level, huge.
Yeah.
All right, so at this time, we're going to cut to another quick commercial. We'll be right back with Akwesasne Review.
Hi, Everett from Furniture Weekend. My wife Kathy and I are wondering, since it's cold outside and you're spending more time inside, are you noticing that your sofa's worn out, your mattress has a sag, or your recliner needs replacing? See us for all your furniture needs. From rustic to contemporary, we've got it. Furniture Weekend, 44 Duane Street, Malone, open 10 to 5, Friday through Sunday or by chance or appointment. And remember, at Furniture Weekend, we open less, so you pay less.
All right, welcome back, folks. We're going to wrap it up with a really, really fun segment. This is going to be our entertainment segment. I'm going to start off with the feature of Miss Ashley Graham in the Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. Did you
Can
see
we
it?
get
Did
a,
you
like,
see her?
Can we get a collective like clap and applause?
Yes.
Because
Yes. We got
that is
it
a
out
long
of
time
studio.
coming. I'm
Yes.
sorry. But
Yeah.
long gone are the days where the size 1 and 2 models are going to be on the cover of everything. And kudos to Sports Illustrated. I know.
It's refreshing.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
only that, but they're always been controversial. So this is awesome. I remember in 1999 when the Women's World Cup won, U.S. actually won the U.S. Let me start that over. I remember back in 1999 when the U.S. women won the World Cup. And Brandi Chastain won the penalty kick, and she ripped off her shirt, and she was on her, and they put that on the front cover. Fast forward to 2016, and there's a model, size 16, on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Astounding.
2016, size 16.
Astounding.
There you go.
So what more do we have to say about it? I mean, she's beautiful.
I love it.
She's healthy.
She promotes healthy.
Right.
Acceptance,
Yep.
you know.
That's one of her big things was she wanted to portray this image that beauty at any size.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You could be the skinny
Yeah.
girl, because we're not saying nothing against the skinny girls, but you could also be the size 16, size 18 beauty that gets on the cover of Sports
Well,
Illustrated.
I think it's
swimsuit
showing that there's a
edition.
lot more to beauty in comparison to the stereotypical beauty that was maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah, I
moving
think
forward.
people are just over that. I mean, like, that's exhausting. You know, trying to label and create stereotypes and blah, blah, blah.
Well,
like,
even like the fashion houses in Paris are all doing away with the skinny girl mold. We don't want any more overly thin
Well, it's
models.
unhealthy. You don't even want
We
to
don't
be
want-
associated with a model
Yeah.
that is going to be collapsing on a stage because she hasn't eaten in a week.
oh, yeah.
You know, I'm being sarcastic when I say that, but
It really
how far
happens.
It
off?
happens.
How far off am I with that statement?
No.
I mean, I think that with her coming on board, you're going to see these young girls have a more
Yeah.
favorable look
Yeah.
to say, "Hey,
I
she did
accept
it,
myself."
I can do it." Exactly.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
These girls are all athletes. They have muscle on them. They have meat on their bones. You're seeing a big switch from the skinny girl to the little bit more
Beautiful
healthier
women.
girl. Yep. They have curves on them. They have bone.
And I know that, you know, when we talk about like UFC and we talk about Ronda Rousey, I know the name, you know, doesn't resonate well with Ryan. However,
I'm Team
she's
Misha.
another. Okay, but the point is that both these women, they're thick and they're muscular, but they're beautiful. And that's another thing too, is that they can be athletes and they can also have the look as well.
Yep.
You know, you don't have to be that size 1. If you are, cool, but just be healthy.
Yeah. Speaking of cool, did you guys catch the Grammys?
Yes.
Miss Taylor Swift's acceptance
speech.
She basically alluded to, you know, the fact that she is self-made, and you know, she kind of threw some shade at Mr. Kanye West, who
Self-made.
But Kanye West is
Self-made.
all. But the thing is, Kanye West, in my opinion, is all about me.
He's sickening. I mean, but, well, I don't know. Back to Taylor Swift, self-made. So, really, she's not, because she's
Well,
still
no.
singing about the
Yeah.
same things.
No,
that
but
have-
Kanye was trying to take some of the credit for
Trying to
her
take some of
popularity.
the
Oh, okay.
shine.
Didn't
Credit
he
for-
already do that to her years
that's
ago?
what
So
my
this
point
is
is.
still
That's where
going
she was
on.
coming from.
But he's what do we call it? He tweets.
He just can't
all
let the
the
light
time.
shine on anybody
He's a
else.
fucking
That's
narcissist.
good.
Is
Well,
what he
yeah, he
is.
is actually going out and saying that he is the #1 rapper. If it wasn't for him, all these
Where?
other stars wouldn't have come forward. So, and I'm sorry, but you are $53 million in debt. You just you're building a $20 million home, and people started a GoFundMe page for him.
Hashtag hell no. I won't be donating to him at all.
I think there's bigger causes and bigger issues out there in the world than trying to support Kanye West's lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like Tyga.
Never. I will never, ever, ever support anything Kardashian or Kanye West.
I miss the days when people actually sang about real stuff.
For
Michael
real.
Jackson.
Like
Michael
Eminem.
Jackson, heal the world, make it a better place.
I'm all Eminem and he's Michael Jackson.
Lord,
I know,
right?
that's a generational gap right there. Michael Jackson, Eminem. All right, so this concludes another awesome episode of Akwesasne Review. Again, stay tuned for our next show.
Okay, folks, so before we head out today, I just want to remind everybody to subscribe to Akwesasne TV on your YouTube channels, Facebook, everything else like that. You know, when you subscribe to your Akwesasne TV on YouTube, you will actually get a notification on your notifications bar when Akwesasne TV uploads a new review.
Well, let me just check this here.
Let's do it.
And don't forget, we also have Instagram, we have Facebook. We're trying to get out there in social media, so check us out, Akwesasne TV. We're out there, folks. Now you just have to connect.
Thanks for staying with us, and we'll see you next time.
Onigiwahe.
Voilà.
Yeah, so I thought that was a really good segment. We had a lot of coverage. I mean, no Kanye West. Hashtag hell no. Hashtag
I
hell
was going to use
no.
the other hashtag, but sorry. You got the clap.
You got the clap. You got it.
Our ace.
I don't remember it.
Oh yeah. Ace.
No, that was it. Anyway,
Whatever.
okay. All right, welcome back.